Is this thing on? Yay! Dwayne, it's been forever, man. It feels like almost 2 years since we last talked. Thank you. Yep, I am using the good old Sparkle Cam. HDMI would not let the Canon M50 work on this, so I plugged it in directly. And yeah, I'm here. I actually didn't want to do this live stream today. So, as you can see the topic, it's about taking responsibility and stuff. So I'm just checking the sound. Last Friday I did the stream and for some reason the audio didn't work. So thank you for the feedback. I was just checking out to see, and I just listened on YouTube and the audio actually works. For some reason, I'm a stickler for having music in the background, at least music that I like. I don't know if that makes sense. So I was looking forward to making sure that worked. How are you doing, Dwayne? You should talk soon. It's been a heavy couple of months, as you probably know. And so, yeah. Thank you for the feedback. I tried to find the right level for the audio on the music that plays in the background. And you wouldn't believe this, but I actually find it way easier to stream now on OBS than with StreamYard. I don't know if you use OBS, but StreamYard has been causing some issues for me. It's simple to use, yeah, but then I don't get to do what I want with it, which is, to put the audio when I want it, to have music in the background on different screens. So I've been using OBS to do my reaction videos. I don't know if you've seen them recently. But yeah, hoping to do a quick stream, but like 30 minutes, 1 hour. Friday is like my live stream day. So I don't know if you can see on the screen. Let me see here. Yep, right here. The name there is my Twitch handle. So I stream on this is Saturdays, but I actually do more stream on Fridays and Saturdays because I try to batch things that require me to be in front of the camera. And yeah, the weekends seem to be good days for me to do that. Fridays and Saturdays, I tend to just stream. So I have this schedule for now, and then after this, I have to go to Twitch. I can't see it, and stream there where we're playing some video games and just hanging out with the community. And then in the evening, around 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I will be performing a poem at an event organized by the El Pueblo Museum of History for Black History Month. Yeah. So that's what the plan is today. Lots of streaming, lots of thinking, lots of talking, and just hanging out. So yeah, it's good to be here. How have you been? What have you been up to? I Yes, OBS gives a huge amount of just put a huge amount of flexibility. That is correct. I was scared of OBS, but my buddy Mark talked me into it, and then I've been just tweaking around, playing a little bit with it, and I like how much it can how much you can do with OBS. Like, I mean, it has its glitches. It's free, so I'm not surprised, but it's something. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I thought of writing a poem. It's funny the way my creativity works. I've realized recently that I literally write things for myself that I will need in the future. Because I've been reading a lot of my posts on Facebook from 2016, 2017, 2018. And I wake up some mornings and I feel terrible about certain things. And I go to my Facebook page because it's like a habit that I have. And I see my old posts and it feels like I was writing to me for me, which is really, really nice the way my mind works. I don't know if it's the way, I don't know if you feel that way about some videos that you've made or things that you've written before. And you come back and you see that, wow, this really resonates with me right now at this particular point in my life. Because that's what I've been feeling for nearly every single post that I see. Like the poem I'm going to perform tonight, it's a poem that I wrote around 2016. And I was thinking of writing a new poem, and then I read this one. I was like, yeah, this is definitely what I should be doing. This is what I should be doing. Yes, it has. It has been a minute since we last spoke. Definitely a crazy year, and not just with COVID. Like, it's been a crazy couple of and it's, I don't know whether you feel this way. Let me know if it's empty, but I feel like it's not going to get any better or worse. It's like I've been shielded from these things because I was in a different pathway, channel, a different things for I don't feel that anything's going to change. You have a crazy story for me. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if you want to share here. We'll definitely talk. We need to talk. In fact, I think we should talk after this broadcast. Probably. Whoa. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we definitely need to talk then. we need to talk. Yeah, I don't know if you can I call you after this broadcast for us to talk, because I'm sure there's a lot there that needs to be talked about. Yep. Whoa. Okay. I don't want to put this on the screen because if you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing what Dwayne is talking about here. So yeah, head on to YouTube and watch from there. That's where the real magic happens. Yeah, we will talk about this. Yep. Yeah. Some things didn't work on Mac. Of course, Mac is Mac. I mean, I haven't used a Mac computer. Let me see. The last time I actually used a Mac was when I was still working in Douala back in Cameroon. Ooh. Yeah. There is a lot. I mean, between the last time you and I spoke and Dwayne, last time you and I spoke, there's a lot has happened. Just last night, I was going through this weird process. I was hoping to talk about it on YouTube, but I don't know I don't think I'm ready to get that vulnerable. I mean, I share a lot already on YouTube, but there are levels of vulnerability that, no, I'm not going to go there, ever. Not even when I get to this particular point. I think some things are meant to be kept privately. I'm one of those people who really believe in privacy. I used to think that I would share everything, but then I realized that I actually share things that I choose to share that I'm fine with. And there are many things that I just don't share with people. Many people think that I put out my life on the internet, but it's not that I do that. It's just I choose to talk about what I want to talk about. And it just so happens that I choose to talk about many things that I'm quite okay with. But recently I realized that I am not as public as I thought that I was, because I'm very intentional about the topics that I bring up on the internet, on YouTube, which it's interesting. I don't know how you feel about that, Dwayne, or those watching. Hey, by the way, welcome to the stream. If you're joining in for the first time, you're bringing these weird Cameroonian comments, only fat. Why would you make a comment on my appearance? Is this really the first thing that you would say on my stream, that I'm fat? No. No, that's not nice. Don't do that. I know it's a thing that Cameroonians and Africans do where you compliment people by the size of their bodies. I'm not doing anything about fat shaming or anything like that, but don't do that. No, I'm never going to put the comment on the screen. I don't think it's nice. And that's what I'm going to say about that. So, yeah. Hey, Florence. Hello, Kanga. My name is Florence. I'm a big fan of your work on Medium. Glad to join you on here. Thank you so much, Florence. You're probably the first person who's commented on Twitter. Whenever I share my stream on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter hardly ever gets any interaction. I don't know why. I actually thought of not doing it today. I was like, hey, maybe I shouldn't share this. I should just let it. I should just let it be, and just yeah, just Dwayne. I'm going to. Yeah, I know we'll probably talk about that a little bit, but I think. Yeah, multi-streaming. I'm multi-streaming, Dwayne. So Florence, it's good to see you. It's I love the comment on the comment that you left on my article about adding me to Without Borders so that I could share the story that you really enjoyed to your publication. I don't know if you saw that comment, but yeah, I haven't been writing much, which is still part of what this stream is about. The whole idea of what is even the title? I wrote this title and completely forgot about what I wanted to talk about. It's funny how my brain works. I would intend to do something and then go round the thing and then come back to it eventually at some point. So let me see here. What is the title of this stream? Yes, title of the stream is When You Don't Feel Like Creating Birthday Chat, Poetry and Responsibility. Yep. So I want to talk about, when you don't feel like doing this, because honestly, this stream was supposed to go on at 9 a.m. That was my plan. But I woke up late because I slept late because I spent the whole night thinking about a bunch of things. And so in the morning, I had this thought. I was like, if I don't live stream, nobody's going to care. Like, nobody's going to miss it, right? I mean, that's the thought I had in my mind. But then, nothing that it changed or my mind just switched. Like, it doesn't work like that. I don't think that's the way my mind works. I feel like I go back to different states and think about different reasons, and I try to actually argue myself out of things that I know that I should not be doing. For example, not creating. And I decided to just set a timer, not even a timer, just schedule the thing and then figure out a way to get it done. Like, I've noticed this is, if you're going to hear anything from this stream, this is like the one thing that I've noticed a lot about the way I do things. Oh, yes. Awesome. I do this thing where I read the comment and then respond as though you're watching. You're not watching, but hey. So, yeah. So, yeah, Florence, thank you for being here. I'm glad to be here. Awesome. Yes, Dwayne, we have this thing, and I say we as, I don't know if it's Africans or Cameroonians, where when somebody gains weight, for whatever reason, is the first thing that people say. Somebody just came on the stream and made a comment about me being fat. And it bothered me, and it still bothers me slightly right now, because I don't think I've been standing up for myself. And I just take some of these comments, oh yeah, no, don't say that, or that's fun. But I'm going to the place in my life now where I cannot stand any form of, I don't want to call it bullying, any form of boundaries. People cross boundaries and say things or do things that they should not be doing to me. I'm getting extremely particular about boundaries, what people say, what they do, and I'm trying to be much more aware about those subtle, racism is even at the other level, like subtle statements that actually cause like friction in my conscience. Yeah, somebody did that. Yep. I am multi-streaming. I'm streaming on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So yeah, I'm streaming on all the platforms. So I'm seeing the comments all there together so I can share them. And so yeah, Florence said she saw the comments, and oh yeah, great. You started me as a writer on Without Borders. I'm glad I remember. Yes, of course. I remember weird things. Like, I forget a lot of things, but I remember. Let me put it this way. Like, I was watching this show yesterday. Bleach is an anime. I watch a lot of anime. It's like my favorite go-to, I'll say, binge content. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV shows, or at least I don't watch as I used to, but I watch a lot of anime. And so I was watching Bleach yesterday, and I stopped watching Bleach a long time ago. So I didn't know which episode I had stopped by. So I was just scrolling to, maybe it was here, maybe it was here. And then I would play an episode and I would see, I know what happened here. So I'll skip. And then, I know what happened here, and I'll skip. And so it was funny how it's been months, probably at least 2 years since I saw any of these videos, maybe even more than that. But I knew exactly where I saw what had happened in the episode. And I think it happens to everybody. I'm not just saying that because I think I'm smart or anything, but the way the human brain keeps information. You just need that trigger to get the thing back, which is why learning, people have these tricks about how to learn things and how to do, active recall and note cards. All these systems help you to actually remember things. So yeah, I do remember about the comment, and I've been looking forward to writing more. In fact, I've been looking forward to writing more about immigration and writing in a publication, because I just feel like my personal audience is not yet at the level where the things that I want to share and have more people talk about or comment gets to that point. So I'm looking forward to writing more about that and sharing. So yeah, welcome to the stream. If this is the first time that you're coming to the channel, which probably isn't, but I'm glad to have you. Florence, Dwayne, Lenin, your comment, I didn't like it. Doesn't mean I don't like that you're here. And I hope that this doesn't happen again, because we live in a world where, because of the internet, people feel like they can just say whatever they want to say behind their screens. And I completely feel strongly against that. Not just about political correctness. I feel like people should have boundaries. You should have boundaries about what you say and how you talk to people, even when you don't know them. I don't think it's fair. This is my sister. It's the first time Mish, it's the first time you're on the stream. Now I'm feeling shy. My sister is watching me, guys. My sister is watching me. I'm so scared. She's going to tell my mom that I'm streaming and talking about things on the internet. This is nice. For the things that I don't like about the internet, about how people cross boundaries and say what they want to say and do whatever they want to do, this is one of those moments where I'm very grateful for the internet, because I'm getting to interact with people that I've never met, like Dwayne, Florence, also people that I know back from Cameroon, like my sister. So yeah, it's nice to have you here, Mish. Thank you for showing up. It's going to be a short stream, maybe, but I want to talk about creating, taking responsibility, and poetry. So I'm sharing a poem this night for an event organized by the El Pueblo History Museum at 7 o'clock. So it's going to be on Zoom. I think I'll share the link. But since you're here, since all of you are here, the one thing that I would like for you to do is to go to this link right here. There's a link. But yeah, you cannot see it, so I'm going to type it in the screen. It's my Twitch. And what do I do on Twitch? I mostly play video games. Probably don't know this, but I've got into this new love for video games now that is something that I like. Yeah, I play a lot of Rogue Company. You may not know what Rogue Company is. Probably have no idea. But here's what I promise you. If you go to Twitch and you follow me on Rogue on the thing that I do there, right? I'm sharing the link now. I can assure you that you're going to see a side that you never thought you could see. Like when I lose or when I win, when I'm talking passionately about losing or winning. Seriously, I'm trying to get affiliated on Twitch. I need let me see how many followers I do have now. I should have 36. I need 14 more to get one of the church. So you need to get like 50 followers and then 3 people viewing on average for every stream, and also stream for 7 days. So I've actually crossed the. Let me show you what it looks like. Actually, let me just share my screen. Oh wait, I can't. Wait, can I? I don't think I can. No, I cannot share this tab. So wait, yeah. If I share the tab, it's going to stop the music, and I don't want to stop the music, so I would not. If you want to go and see what it is, go to Twitch and check it out. Just follow me there. Just follow. Even you're not going to watch anything, just follow and just. But I think you're going to miss out. If you don't go and catch me sometimes playing video games, you're going to miss out. I play a lot of Rogue Company. I used to play Brawlhalla with my buddy Mark, who actually helped me out with OBS. And I don't know how Mark is doing right now. I tried to reach out earlier to him. I hope he's okay. But yeah, I play games on Twitch. But Twitch is so much more than games. There are people who there's this writer that I've been looking at. Her name is Kate Kavanagh. She does this Write With Me streams where she basically sets timers and then can join her and write. And I think it's pretty cool. Sometimes I might try doing like edit with me or write with me or something where I just turn on the camera and I'm doing my work, and there's the idea of yes. Definitely, Dwayne. Yeah, let's catch up. After this stream. I'll message you, and if you're available, we can talk. If not, like this day is really planned for stream, so I'll probably be on Twitch after this, and yeah, we should talk. Joy gets in the way of it. I know the feeling. Like working from home. I wrote an article, what was that, yesterday on Medium, 2 days ago. One of those mornings where I felt particularly productive. I wrote an article about the war, the most important war, which was really about how things are in your mind and aligning your heart, your mind, and your actions, and that feeling of knowing what you're supposed to be doing and why you're doing what you're doing, and all that good stuff that people talk about in personal development. I really believe in personal development and self-improvement and self-help. Maybe belief is not the word, but I do agree that it's possible to read material that gives you the ideas and motivation and tips to actually help you improve what you want to improve. I think the line is crossed, or the problem happens when we spend our whole time just consuming all this content, reading all these articles, watching all these videos about how to make things and how to create and how to, and never actually doing the things, which, dovetails into the idea of taking responsibility, which is what this stream was going to be about. One of the three things I'll talk about in this stream. What I've noticed with me, let me know if it happens to you, is that we spend a lot of time thinking about the things that we're supposed to be doing instead of doing them. I don't know if it's a human thing. I don't know if it's a me thing. But for example, this stream is an example. I was supposed to do this stream and I thought about doing it instead of just doing it. And I thought a lot about even not doing it, so just, starting it. And the idea that I'm thinking about sharing now is about taking responsibility. A lot of times we blame people. I blame people for the things that I haven't done, whether it's my job or the way I feel or just even my article. Like, oh, why did they not read my article? Why are there not more comments? Why am I not getting more views? Medium sucks. Twitch sucks. YouTube sucks. Everything is so hard. Everything sucks. I throw away responsibility to other people. Like, you are the ones who did. Like, take for example this. I made this hoodie on Teespring, and I complain that people are not buying it. And then I don't want to take the responsibility for the fact that actually I'm not doing the marketing. I'm not talking about it. I'm not putting links where you can get it, which I should actually put now, so that if you're watching this and you want to actually get it, you should get it. But the idea of taking responsibility is that a lot of things that happened to us, that we think happened to us, are things that actually we caused in a way. Or even if we didn't cause them, let me rephrase that. Even if we didn't cause these things, right? We are a lot more in control of certain things that happen in our lives than I don't need this right now. Why is this thing causing this problem? I hate the internet sometimes when you want to do one thing, where they tell you to do something else. And right now I'm trying to find, wow, you can connect the domain. This is pretty cool. Hey. All right, yeah, this is a link on the share. It's a link to my... Hey, Gina. Yo, we have, bro. This man, why are you not calling me? What did I do to you to deserve your silence? You've been working hard and creating and organizing events, and you just throw me away like that. Like, Phil, what is your problem? Why? Huh? I thought we're friends. It's good to see you, bro. I'm just kidding, right? But I'm not. Yeah. And Gina. Hey, Gina. Nice to meet you here. This is nice. It feels like this is a good time to start this stream. I've been trying to find the time that works, that allows people in Cameroon to be able to watch my stream, because a lot of my content, as much as I'm in America and I talk about these things, funny story. Another funny story out of a funny story. The way my brain works is that I connect weird stories together, and sometimes I go out of topic. So if I'm talking about something and you want to hear more about it, leave a comment, because I'll probably forget about it and then assume that you know what I'm talking about, but you don't. But yesterday I read this article by Delphine Itambi on her Facebook, which was talking about the fact that if you want to grow as a Cameroonian artist, music person, entertainer, all that stuff, if you leave the country, you are less likely to do that. And I thought that was interesting. I mean, I've had those thoughts already. I thought it was particularly interesting because I feel a little bit that way, that a lot of what I want to do, what I want to write, what I want to talk about relates to the Cameroonian audience. But because I live in this country, and living in this country requires a different mindset from living in Cameroon, I find out that my content just falls flat. Like, I don't see the point. If I were in Cameroon right now, I don't see the point of watching this stream or watching my videos. Like, it almost makes sense that because I'm not in Cameroon, I don't live the realities of being in Cameroon. A lot of what I say has almost no relevance to Cameroonians. So even if I'm talking about personal development or relationships or immigration, people are like, yeah, of course, I talk about that because in America. So the relevance changes with the context. Not that it's bad or wrong. I just feel like a lot of that's changing. So yeah. So yeah, let me know if you have actually any questions, because normally when I turn on these streams, I want to talk about a lot of things, or 3 things like this particular one. But I end up just going around the place because I'm excited. I'm always looking, oh, 10 people are watching. This is so great. And then I forget what I'm talking about. So please just bring me back to earth and ask me questions. Let me know where you're watching from. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please do like it. And my man Phil says, man, we're together. We'll make it up. You better do, because I'm sad. This is my sad face. Hey, Joe. That's like a cool icon. Like, I don't know if you're seeing this right here. That looks pretty neat. Yeah. I don't know if you made that or you have that, but hey, man, it's good to see you. It's good to have you here. I don't know where you're watching from and what's up, but the stream is supposed to be about taking responsibility, birthday chat. Ooh, nice. Norway. I do have a friend. Now I'm confused. I don't know if it's Norway. This is where my geography fails me. I don't know. Norway, Sweden, Stockholm. Like, I'm confused. Well, whether it's... I'm so ignorant sometimes, but let me not even try to do that, to pull that. I have a friend in this place. People do that all the time, and it just annoys me. Like, you say you're from Cameroon, like, oh yeah, I have a friend in Nigeria. What does that even mean? I don't know. But yeah, it's good to have you. I see more people are joining the stream. Thank you so much for coming. If you have no idea what's going on, leave a comment. Let me explain myself. If you just enjoy seeing my face, I appreciate you. Most days I do. But yo, the poet showed up today. Pero I still remember very clearly the conversation that we had. We're going that night to leave to see somebody off. I think we were with Cynthia, and who were we seeing off? I don't know, it was Olga or Cynthia. But we were walking the night and we're talking about poetry. We're talking about creating, and it was so cool. It's one of the coolest conversations that I've had. And yo, bro, how you doing, man? What's happening? What's happening to you? Oh, Stanley Kubrick film. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. Nice. I think I've heard so much about this. People like, Wes Anderson, Wes Craven, Stanley Kubrick. I've heard about all these people. Mimi, this is nice. I see a lot of people joining in. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. Cameroon Traveler is watching. Hi from Yaoundé, Cameroon. This is great. Awesome. I'm sure it should be about 8, almost going to 9 o'clock now. So yeah. And Mimi, you're watching this live, Mimi. Yes. You are watching this live. This is me right now. This is my live face. Cameroon Traveler, it does sound... I think you have a channel. I should go and follow this channel. I just don't know the name, where the name is coming from, but I have a feeling that I've watched videos from this channel. Can't remember. But yes. Mimi, you're live. You're watching live. And bro, it's good to hear from you. It's been an interesting couple of months, years. Oh, I turned 31 on Monday. For those if you're watching. You're watching from Boya. How are you know watching from Boya? Hey guys, this is my sister. You should go follow her. She'll be doing her tutorials soon on YouTube. She's an amazing makeup artist. I mean, don't take my word for it. I don't do makeup, so I don't know. I'm probably just biased because it's my sister. Perot says, just finished my poetry collection. I've been trying to self-publish. Any thoughts on that, bro? Bro, I feel terrible that up to this particular point, I haven't published my own collection. So I feel like I'm not in a good place to give any recommendations on what to do. However, I do know that there are people who have been able to publish in Cameroon, out of Cameroon. I think you should talk to Hesley. Hesley Fonane, he's a writer. He's published 2 books so far. I don't know how he's able to do it. But bro, we should talk about this. Message me later on. Let's see if we can get some ideas going and talk more about this. But if you talk with Hesley's in Cameroon. Hesley has done it in Cameroon. So I think he's best placed to give you practical advice that will work for your condition. I think you should talk to Hesley. If you don't know Hesley, talk to me later on. I'll connect you with Hesley, and then you see he writes fiction. He's published out on Amazon, and I think he also launched his books in Cameroon. So I think Hesley is someone you should talk to. Bella, the whole family is here. I feel like today, I feel very special. I feel like this is actually my birthday. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Yeah, today's Friday. Last Monday was my birthday. I took out my birthday from all social media except Twitter. I forgot Twitter. So one of my friends saw that. She was like, hey, Twitter says today's your birthday. I don't think that's true. I was like, yeah, I forgot to take it down from Twitter. Yes. So, you see, this is why you shouldn't have your family on live streams. Actually, my sister works as a publication officer. She does work as a publication officer and a marketer. But I always think only of her makeup. How would I not think of your makeup? I see cheek makeovers. Like, that's what I right here. That's what I read. You didn't write cheek makeovers and marketer and public relations officer. But you're right. She's currently working as a publications officer and a marketer. She graduated last December. Two of my sisters graduated last December from college. So it's pretty nice. Hey Joe, thank you again for the birthday wishes. Thanks. Bella, I just jumped over you. Bella is my sister's friend, my other sister's friend. I have two sisters. And how is Canada treating you? I mean, you don't have to talk about it here on the comment section. I don't want. Yeah. I know traveling changes your perspective, and it's also different when you travel with family versus when you travel by yourself. So I'm sure there's a lot that has, your perspective has changed about a lot of things, and the way you see the world, the way you understand, different countries, and even Cameroon particularly. I'm sure it's different. So hello to your dad, by the way. Yeah, we talked once a long time ago on Facebook, and I think he had to send me one of his books, but that did not happen. So I did not follow up. So yeah. Yep. Donut in Cameroon, like I would love. Oh, you're in Cameroon. You're in Dubai. Oh, interesting. I did not know that you were in Dubai. I have a friend who just went to Dubai recently and was sending pictures about the food that he's eating in Dubai, and I'm low key hating on him because I'm jealous. But yeah, how is Dubai treating you? I have no idea what Dubai looks like. I just see pictures and hear stories, but I have no idea. How long have you been there? What are you doing there? Like, what's up? Yeah, Joe, she is definitely multi-talented. That's something that let's talk a little bit about this multi-talented business. I feel like for me, right, I started with writing. The reason why I came on the internet really was around 2011. I saw this guy, I came across this guy, James Altucher, on the internet. He's a blogger, writer, now he's mostly a podcaster, business guy, failed at many businesses, made millions, lost millions. That's how he describes himself. And I had no idea that it was possible to write about your personal story in such an interesting way. So James Altucher actually inspired me to start blogging and writing. And I would say I grew a small level of notoriety because of my writing, right? Because of what I was writing on the internet, writing about heartbreaks and poetry and stories, and just writing about things in Boya, which is the town where I went to college. That's how I started writing. I used to write by myself, read books and all those things, but I would say my writing career started in 2011 when I started studying journalism, and I moved to started writing on the blog. So I moved to writing, and I think I felt stuck there. In fact, I think I'm detaching myself from that because I can do a lot of things. I can write, I can do videos, which I actually enjoy doing videos. I used to work as an event manager. What else did I do? I can't say I play video games because if you go to my Twitch, which by the way, shameless plug, go and follow me on Twitch, please. Did I say please? I did, didn't I? Go follow me on Twitch, where I play video games and act like a big baby. I really enjoy them when I'm hanging out with my friends and we're playing. So, but the multi-talented issue is something that I feel we have to be careful about being able to do a lot of things and doing nothing. Like jack of all trades, master of none. But the second part of that thing is master of none, but better than something, jack of no trades. I've forgotten the second part of it, right? But it's not just that jack of all trades, master of none is a bad thing. It's that it's a good thing to know many things, but you have to be at least master one. And I think when you're multi-talented, it's difficult to pick, like, okay, what do I pick? What do I pick? What do I do? What is the one thing that I can actually do that is my thing? Which is where we could talk at length about it. I've written some articles about it, and I'm hoping that we can talk about more with subsequent lives or different videos. But it's something that when you just said that she's multi-talented, it just got me thinking about like, I've had this problem where I don't know what to pick, what to do, and I always end up just doing everything average, and I don't like it. What do you think, Joe? What do you think of having many talents? Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Do you find yourself in that situation? What are your thoughts? They're all laughed. What's crazy there, bro? What's crazy there? Hey, Abbas. Happy birthday, Chasa. I'm Cameroonian listening from Atlanta, Georgia. Nice. This is dope. Thank you so much for showing. What time is it? I mean, it should be Eastern time, right? When I moved here, the whole time thing became a thing where it's like, now, for example, it's almost, I think it should be 9 p.m. in Cameroon. Let me just check my clock because I just couldn't keep up. I couldn't. So let me see. Clock. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. in Cameroon. It's 2 p.m. in Houston. It's 3 p.m. in Columbus. It's 4 a.m. in Manila. Guatemala is 2 p.m. Like, I can't keep up with that. So I just have the app. If I need to know what somebody's time is, I just go there and check. So that works for me. Peru has been out here for 3 years. Wow, that's interesting. I've been here for June of this year will make it 3 years since I left, officially landed in Denver. It'll be 3 years since I did that. What college did you go to in Boya? I went to UB. I mean, Americans call it college, we call it university. So it's the same thing. I went to University of Boya. That's what I meant by college. Yeah. I can sing. See, this is one of those things. You and Glory should probably have a conversation. I feel like I can sing, but I'm so scared of what I can sing that it's one of those fears that I need to work on. I really think that I could. I guess that's what brought me into poetry. I've been trying to write poems that lead into music somehow that get me to sing. And I think I did sing a couple of times back in college. It's just one of those, I'm very insecure. Let me put it that way. I'm insecure about a particular aspect because I don't think I don't know. I don't talk about it. All right. I don't talk about it. Okay. Oh yeah, Joe says it's like that too. Yeah, I think a lot of us have that struggle between picking what we want, what we are good at, all those things. And oh yeah, Joe, your comment, the next comment is really interesting with that. Leonardo da Vinci had many talents. Yes, he did. He was what's the word? Somebody should help me out with a word. There's a particular word to describe this particular feeling. Is it multi-potentialite? No, multi-potentialite. Renaissance man. A Renaissance man or woman is the ability to know many things. So, in fact, I'm just ditching all the topics for today for the birthday. We'll talk about this multi-talented. I like this topic. I like it. Joe says, I get into something, then for a while, then I get unfocused and I find something else. I can't specialize in anything, but I have a pretty decent general knowledge. If I tell you that I know what you feel, I'll be very close to the truth because I don't really know exactly what you feel, but I have an idea of what that feels like. For me, I probably have 100 courses. I've probably subscribed to 100 classes and all these things, right? And I've been trying, especially with the beginning of the year and of course my birthday, even every day, I try to really be conscious about what I do, what I don't do, because it's easy to fall into that trap of sleeping and just doing everything and doing nothing. And the way I'm trying to think about it now, right, is that you need to find one thing that can pay the bills for you to do the other things. As sad as it seems, as cold-hearted as it seems, I realize that for me to do the things that I want to do, that I really enjoy doing, that have nothing to do with money, I need to be able to pay the bills for me to get to that particular point. And sometimes it means just taking a break about something and putting this pause. Like, for example, this to my YouTube channel. I could write, and let's just take three things. I could do a podcast, I could write, I could do YouTube. Those are three each of them, there are people who have been very talented and done one of these things and excel. If you take each area, you can find somebody who has done very well in it. Now, the problem with being able to do the three things is that you feel like you should do all the three things all the time. And that's where the issues start. Like, I'm 31 now, and the thought I've been having, and I wrote it in the description, is like, wow, in 9 years, I'm going to be 40. Do I have the time to be figuring things out and doing average? On the other hand, there are people who are fine with it. Like, they're contented, they have their jobs that they like, or they have their one business that pays the bills, and they're fine being quote unquote average and having general knowledge for everything. But then, yeah. I'm just thinking about this now. It's like, I need to have more. It's not that simple, but it's something that should be addressed for each individual. It's not simple to just pick one, but you have to pick one, or at least you have to put one above the others. And I've had to start limiting and say, okay, I'm going to just focus on this for this period. At least let me try this thing for 6 months, for 1 year. Let me do this one thing and then now see what it gives. Because if you don't do one thing well, if you don't go deep, you cannot grow loud. Like, Ayodeji Awosika, whose content I love, was on YouTube and on his, for example, classic example, Ayodeji started on Medium. He wrote on Medium for a long time, built an audience, built a business, writing books and this blog. And then now he moved to YouTube. He's doing both. And then now he's also doing a podcast and doing all the three. So if anything, that's the solution to this problem. Find one thing, build a solid base, and then add the other things on top. I think this man calls it talent stacking. Scott Adams of Dilbert fame calls it talent stacking, where you can do many things. You're the average at multiple things, and then you find that sweet spot where you can do very well. I think that's the solution. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yep, 3-6 Eastern in Atlanta, Georgia. Nice. Philemon says, being multi-talented is a trap, bro. A big trap for that matter. Why? What do you mean it's a trap? It's a good thing. It's a blessing of being human being. You can do multiple things. And I guess I'm taking devil's advocate here, but yeah. Yeah. Being multi-talented can be frustrating sometimes. It's exciting most of the time. I see you. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's fun to be able to talk to people. Like when I was in, I sound like I'm so old. When I was in Boya, I could talk to people about all kinds of topics because I read a lot of things. Like if there's one thing that you cannot take away from me is my love for reading. I've never found a way to get paid for it. I mean, you can do book reviews, write book reviews and things like that. But I love to read about all kinds of topics, from physics to math to personal development to relationships to spirituality. I read about all kinds of business. So it may not tie exactly with multi-potential, but what happens is that if I move into any room, I can always find something to talk about with somebody. So when you have many talents, right? When you have many talents and you have many abilities, you can easily more easily meld into the world and discuss with people. And I think that's fun. Like my dad has a farm. If you don't know, like, and say a farm is like understatement, but he has this place where he's planting trees and growing them. And one aspect of me that I've always thought that I didn't or wasn't interested in is agriculture. But then as I grow older, I'm like, but everybody eats food. Everybody needs to eat. I eat every single day. I'm sure you eat. Hopefully you do. And I'm just curious, like, why don't I know more about agriculture? Why don't I know how to plant things? Why don't I know how to grow fruits? And it's not just a place of like, in Africa, there's more fertile ground and things like that. But I'm just thinking about the fact that I don't know how to plant. And that's a skill that I wish I had. I don't know how this relates to the topic, but I just thought I'd talk about it. Perez says, being a jack of all trades is like a thing for us millennials. The temptation to settle for nothing in the wild chase of many is irresistible. I don't know if it's just millennials. I feel like it's a paradox of choice. There's a whole book on this subject, right? There's a whole book called The Paradox of Choice by, it's not here. But because we have so many things to do, we don't do anything. Which means that you have to actively constrain your choices. If not, you will end up at 40, 50, 60, 70, and you're like, what did I do with my life? You can't do everything. And when I say you, I don't mean like you. I mean like all of us. I'm talking mostly to myself. You can't do everything. You can't have... There's this quote, I think it's Sean Cannell. You can have everything, but not all at the same time. So you have to build a base. You have to add the things on top of them. I think that's the only way around. We have to find one thing or a couple of things that we can manage and we can do well. Put everything else on the side. But then, this is a dilemma. You put these things on the side. What are the chances that you actually do them? There's none. Like you could die and never do them. So it means not only do you have to put these things on the side, but you have to be okay with not doing them if eventually you don't have to do them, which is a difficult decision that everybody has to make personally. Yeah. Okay. No. I'm going to delete that because I don't believe in this. Let me delete this comment. Please don't do that. Who's that? I don't know. I should have read that before sharing it. Just cool. I realized that the college question I asked after I asked, but Boya, how was only you? I mean, did you go to high school in Boya? No, I did go to high school in St. Bede's College, Ashincom, 7 years, 2000, 2007, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, upper seat, lower seat, 7 years. Actually, all of us in my family went to St. Bede's. I think I paved the way. I went there and I did pretty well. And my parents were like, you know what? That's it. We're not choosing any other school. All of you will go there. I don't care how smart or how dumb you are. 3 of you, follow your brother's footsteps. So that's what happened. Actually, but that is what my book addresses: tormented youth and awakened millennials. You know, for some reason, I have a problem with the term millennials. I don't yet know what, why, or when, but I have an issue with that term. In fact, I think no, it's not with millennials. It's classifying people based on when they were born. Maybe I'm just I'm yet to wrap my head around it, but I just feel like people are much more complex than the circumstances in which they find themselves. Because take, for example, me and all the people that I went to school with. If you find us now in life, we're in very different places, very different decisions made, whether they have kids, whether they're working, whatever they're doing, they're very different situations. Would you say that all of us who were born around the same time have the same mentality, the same mindset? I don't know. It's one of those debates that make me realize that I still have to learn a lot. I don't know a lot, and it's fine. I mean, insofar as it doesn't bother me yet, it's fine, right? Oh yeah, I was talking about a link to my this. If you like what you see, I actually have a couple of other things that I put on my Teespring store. So I'm going to share the link now. And yeah, you can find something that you like. I did a recent one that if you've been watching my previous videos, you comment your story filter, periscope filters, anything that looks like. Ooh, interesting. They canceled it. Try another. Nice. All right, cool. Yeah, I've seen the multi-potential TED talk and definitely could relate. Yeah. You know, it's this whole idea that we have one life to enjoy, really. And we have to make choices that we are okay with without succumbing to the fear of regret. Because I think that even if you do all the things that you want, right? Even if you are multi-talented and you have all these multiple skills and you're able to actually do all these things, if part of you still feels like you left something out, you will never really enjoy the things that you've done. You will never enjoy your accomplishments. You will never enjoy your life. You will always feel like, I'm sure you've seen some of these people or watch them in movies, right? People who have everything that you would like to have. They have money, they have fame, they have pride, they have families, they are healthy, athletic, but they always feel like, man, I wish I could have this thing. So the more I think about this whole multi-potentialite thing, it's not even so much about being able to do all the things, about being able to be contented with what you can actually do and being okay with it. When I say okay with it feels like I'm saying that you should just give up on your dreams. That's not what I mean. It's being comfortable with what you can do and accepting what your role on earth is. It's like finding that thing that you can do well. I don't think anybody was sent to do one particular thing. I don't think we have just one thing that we're good at. If anything, the one thing that we're good at is being alive and enjoying life. I think that's the one thing. And if you look at that one thing, it's not just one thing. Because we're many things. We are, a son or a daughter, a sibling, a friend, a gamer, a writer, podcast. We can't help but be multi-potentialite and have multi-talent. We can't help it. I think where this debate gets very complicated is that when you go older and you have to pay bills, now you have to decide how much you use your time to pay your bills to stay alive. So it becomes a thing of, what do I do? How can I spend my time well? So it becomes a problem because there's so much that you can do. But we are multi-potentialites. Like, look at the human body. The brain is working at the same time that the heart is working, at the same time that the lung is working. And if one thing fails, everything fails. So I think it's not simple. And Perol, I hope to read your book to see, right? I hope to read your book to see what your perspective is, because it's really one of those conversations that the old people have talked about. And I say the old people, I mean like philosophers, Aristotle, Socrates, all those people have talked about this. I'm sure they've talked about it. And we're just talking about it in our version now using the internet. Yeah, Joe says life is too chaotic to have only one purpose. I agree. The chaos, the beauty of that chaos, like, if you think about it, look at the plants. If a plant's only job is to grow, it means it's not going to produce oxygen, right? It's not going to absorb carbon dioxide. It's not carbon dioxide. I don't pronounce my chemicals. We can't just do one thing. I don't think we can do just one thing. I just feel like we need to find the things that we are okay with. In fact, I think maybe we should look at the reverse. What if instead of looking for the things that we want to do, we look for the things that we don't want to do and just cross them off? Like, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. And then everything else, we're fine with it. That's just a theory. What if we actually focus on the things that we didn't want to do? This reminds me of my philosophy class. Whenever I talk with my dad, and it has happened more times than I can ignore, my dad, my dad is a very practical man. Like he's very, he talks about theory and life, and he's very, very. I love my conversation with my dad. But when I get to this what I'm doing right now on this channel, I talk about like, what if, and what if, and what if, and the guy's like, yeah, just leave that philosophy out of here. Like, no, just, I don't want to deal with that. So, your comment reminds me of my dad. It's possible to find convergence in the things that you want to do. I actually have a response to that. Instead of thinking that I want to do writing or podcasting or videos or this, what I've found out and what I've decided to blend all is storytelling. Like I've written all kinds of bio on Twitter, on Facebook, on Medium. Whenever you're on a new social media platform, they tell you bio. This is how people are going to know you. You have 150 words, 250 words to describe what you do. And that thing always bothers me. Like, how do I fit in what I do? At some point, I said I do a lot of things. They all involve some form of storytelling. That was like, I landed for that was like my thing. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is who I am. Yay. When I moved, it was husband, immigrant, and storyteller. So I've had to define what I do, who I am. And I just recently realized like I can't. I just can't. It's just too much stress for me to describe in 140 characters what I do. I'm too much. Everybody is too much, man. If you watch BoJack Horseman, you know exactly where that sentence came from. Anybody who's watched, has anybody watched BoJack Horseman? Please tell me somebody has watched BoJack Horseman. I really want to do some BoJack Horseman references with somebody. Anybody? Joe, I have a feeling that you have. I don't know. It's possible to find a convergence in the things that you want to do. Abbas, I think so. I think it's possible. I think we have to. In fact, I think it's the only way out, because if not, we'll just get scattered and we'll waste time and we'll do nothing. Right? Yeah. But how to manage time and desire? Now we're going to philosophy 102. It's no longer 101. Let me follow up comment is, I want to do everything. You can't. That's a crude answer. And I'm saying this because it's the same way I feel. I want to do everything. I want to play video games. I want to write. I want to travel. I want to be happy. I want to have money. I want to do everything. You can't. You can't do everything. At least not all at the same time. I think the thing is to be able to know which phase in life you are and to focus on the thing that you need to be focused in a particular phase. I'm sure there are different skills, different ways to describe it. The building phase, the learning phase, the teaching phase, the nurturing phase, the protecting phase, the family phase. I'm sure there are different phases. I don't know how to classify them. But the way I think is you need to recognize which phase in which you are and align your actions, your thoughts, your heart, your mind with the phase in which you are. For example, imagine a 4-year-old comes to you and says, I need to be able to pay my bills, right? A child shows up to your house and says, dude, can I have a job? I need to pay my bills. Like, what? I mean, just imagine a 4-year-old short human creature who probably still needs to poop in a napkin or something. Tells you they need to get a job and pay their bills. You'll probably be stunned, because I am stunned just thinking about it. But I think a lot of us are 4-year-olds trying to pay bills. Or we are 31-year-olds trying to learn how to walk. We don't acknowledge the phase in life in which we are, and we act in dissonance with that phase. I think that's what the problem is. For me anyway, where I don't acknowledge where I'm at in life, what I'm supposed to be doing, and try to live. Take single and married. That's like a very clear-cut demarcation. You're single, but you're acting as though you're married, or you're married and you're acting as though you're single. You're not in accordance with your face. So I think instead of trying to do everything, we need to find that accordance between where we are and what we should be doing at that point. Difference between what we should do and what we must do. Many of us don't take the time to find out who we are, including me. Right? We are thrown in this world. We are given a system. Hey. Thank you. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate the sub. Hey, if you're watching, you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I do have my Twitch, and I'm trying to get more people to subscribe to my Twitch because I want to get affiliated there and make some money while playing video games. So, yeah. I'm putting the Twitch link again, just for those who haven't seen it yet. So, thank you, Joe. Really glad to have you here, man. It's nice to talk about these things. I like talking about these things, and seriously, I do enjoy it. So, Emmanuel, as I was saying, you can't have everything. You need to know what phase you are in life and move forward with it. Yeah. Normally, just so you know, I don't talk like this straightforward for this long. I often take time to think about things. I guess it's because I'm not hearing voices I'm just in my thoughts and I just pouring them out. So this works really well for me sometimes. Pero says the soundtrack with the topic is amazing. I know. I love this music. I mean, people talk about supporting your own and buying music from Cameroonian artists and things. I'm like, guys, you don't know the kind of music that I like. I like music that puts me in the mood to think. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream in 6 minutes. Actually, I was planning to stream for 1 hour and then move to Twitch and play a little bit there and call Dwayne and just get into some documentation, prepare some things. I have some poetry. I actually will be performing a poem tonight, so this has been fun, actually. I like conversations where I come out with more questions than answers. I feel like we've spent a lot of time looking for answers when we should be looking for questions. Because questions are open-ended. Like, you can think about questions all day, right? The whole multi-talented situation now, I'm like, what is actually the solution to this? Like, what is this? What is this? Right? Ooh, we have a comment here. I'm looking forward to it. The plant analogy, that's from Divine. Hey, Divine, thanks for being here. I think you've been here multiple times. Thank you so much, man. The plant analogy is great. For the plant to grow, it will have to exchange oxygen for carbon dioxide and later on flower, etc. I think our desired goals are connected somehow. By doing one, we can most times accomplish others. Yes. This is perfect. This is perfect. You can have everything, but not all at the same time. I'm saying this often more and more. It might seem like I'm trying to advise somebody who is watching, but I'm really talking to myself because for me, it's been a very difficult process to focus on one thing. Even when I wake up in the morning, like I have my to-do list. I wrote this to-do list yesterday. Like, you know what? I need to do this, read this article, take a shower, go live, call this person, right? And I'm like, I need to do this. This is my to-do list. And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I don't want to do live today. But by going live now, I've verified some of the ideas that I have. I've connected with you, and I feel a lot more happy that I've done something that I knew I had to do. I think a lot of the things that we want to do or that we have to do, we don't really want to do them in the time, but doing them increases the motivation to do them. It's like if you do, you will get the feeling. But if you think you're going to feel motivated, you feel motivated by doing it. It's like going to the gym, which I haven't done in a while. But yeah, thank you for the comment, Divine. You got me thinking about the idea of accomplishing one thing leading to you accomplishing other ones. Appreciate that. Bojack, we are more Rick and Morty here. Anybody who says, Imale, let me first of all find out, did you like Rick and Morty season 4? Because let me know about that before I continue with my comment. Let me know. Emerson, recommendations on Afrofuturism books. First of all, I don't read a lot of Afrofuturism. I can't even pronounce my English. I don't read a lot of Afrofuturism. But what Imalet said, Nadia Okorafor and Octavia Butler. I haven't read any Octavia Butler, but I would highly recommend Nadia Okorafor. I read Who Fears Death. Who Fears Death inspired me to start plotting my novel, which I haven't written. It's a trilogy, all these crazy characters, but I can still remember the night when I finished. I read Who Fears Death in one sitting. I couldn't pause. I just started reading. And it was a soft copy. It wasn't even a hard copy, so my eyes were just glued like this. Dude, if you need your Okorafor, the Binti series, I guess it's a great series to start with. But my personal recommendation is Who Fears Death by Nadia Okorafor. Find it. Anything by Nadia is dope when it comes to Afrofuturism. But I will go with Imale's recommendation right now. And yeah, those two authors. Yes. Peros, it's been nice hanging out with you on live, bro. Have a nice one. Thank you very much, my man. Thank you. I'll be doing this. I mean, I actually said that last live, but every Friday, no matter what happens, unless I'm sick or I don't have internet access, but I will show up here for us to talk about things and really just have this conversation. I've been doing some new experiments on my YouTube channel, doing a lot of reaction videos, and actually seeing some, I would say, positive feedback based on what I was looking for, right? So every Friday, even if you don't watch my videos, which I hope you do, but every Friday around this time, between 9 and I'll say 12 MST, I will show up here for at least an hour, and we'll talk about stuff, just bounce ideas, have banter, talk about philosophy, and I hope you will actually leave with more questions than answers, because I really believe that life is about discovering and finding out things and learning about yourself, learning about the things that you care about, the things that you don't care about. Like somebody showed up in the comment section earlier and made a comment that I didn't like. If you watch the beginning of the live, you will see me getting sort of furious about it. But I'm happy that happened, because it got me to realize that I do have new boundaries in my life. And I need to stand up for myself and just tell people straight up. Like, it doesn't have to be violent. You don't have to be fighting people. Sometimes it's just about telling people like, hey, what you just said was offensive. Don't say that again. That's it. You don't have to make a whole dramatic entrance of, I'm going to beat you, bro, because you said something that I don't like. People have the right to their opinions. I get it. Free speech, all that stuff. But it doesn't mean that I don't have to draw the line about where, this is my space, both mentally and my body. Like, I don't even know the words I'm trying to talk about, but I'm sure you get it. I'm just saying my thoughts to you. I'm sure you get it. But yeah. Emerson, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like it. It helps people to see more of it, especially on YouTube. You might want to share with a friend. I don't know. Maybe you don't want anybody to find out that you're talking about these things. I don't know. But go to Twitch. I'll be on Twitch playing Rogue Company and maybe Genshin Impact. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look for new games. I'm looking at GTA 5 and also I love Tomb Raider. I've been hoping to actually play it again. I'm not sure if I'll do that because it's long. All these things take time. So I try to do them like once or twice a week because I don't have that much time. I need to pay bills. I need to live a life. Video games are not all life, but I do enjoy them. It's part of my life that I've come to accept that I actually do enjoy playing video games. Yeah. Next time, existentialism. That escalated quickly. Before in the chat, the money was great. I enjoyed you all the while. The music was a great plus. Thank you. I am glad you feel me. This is, see, one thing that I love about the internet. Let me wrap up real quick. I'm about to end. Akanji has arrived. Look at that. You arrive at the end. Well, welcome anyway. One thing I love about the internet is that we have 7.5 billion people on Earth, probably 7.7 at this point. First of all, we don't even know that less than half of these people actually have access to the internet. Sometimes we think that everybody has internet. Not everybody has internet. And even the people who do have internet cannot afford it the way we think. But the cool thing about the internet that I'm always reminded is that you can find people who are as interested in the things that you're interested in as you are. And that alone makes it an amazing platform to connect, to grow, to thrive, to try to meet people, and to even grow a business, all those things. So I'm very grateful for your time. Kanji, you're coming up now. I need to find a time that works so that people will know this ahead of time. I'll put the schedule. Yes, I know I should be more organized. But I'm grateful for your time. I'm grateful for your attention. Like the video if you haven't liked it. If you're watching the replay, you can find me on Twitch or you can find me on YouTube. I'll be showing up every Friday. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. You have no idea. Like, you could be doing 1,000 different things that you're choosing to stay here and watch with me. So I appreciate you. And on that note, Imale, thank you. Akanji, thank you for showing up. Philemon, thanks. Beros, good to have you. Take care in Dubai. Emerson, let me know if you read Nadia Korofo. I would love to get your comments on that book. Divine, I'll try to schedule these things ahead of time so that I feel like you have some very powerful comments. I've seen your comments and I really enjoy them. And I would love to see that. Joe's already left, but Joe is here. Joe subscribed to the channel, which is great. It means I'm getting closer to that good number. Abbas was here from Georgia. Thank you, Abbas. I'll set the time. Bella from Canada. Yay. Oh, you're still logged into December. Soon enough. I'll not even comment on that because I probably have a lot to talk about. But yeah, my sister was here. Go follow her if you're into makeup and PR and marketing and all that good stuff. She does a lot of that. And let me see. I didn't miss anyone. Mimi was here from Twitter. She wasn't sure that you were watching live. Mimi, this is me again saying that, yeah, you were live. You were here. Gina said hey and just disappeared. I don't know why. Why did you do that, Gina? Why did you disappear on me? I don't get it. But hey, such is life. Florence from Without Borders. Looking forward to your email. Writing for you. And Dwayne was here in the beginning, helping me out to check out the audio and the video, and looking forward to more conversations. Yay. Thank you. Yes, it was my birthday on Monday, and I spent the day really reflecting and removed all my birthdays from social media because I feel like sometimes that fools me to thinking that we'll talk about that another time. Stay tuned for the next live. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video, you'll be able to see it. And I will see you in the next one. Yeah. Talk to you next Friday. Peace out.